This is actually a pottery factory where they're recreating the terracotta soldiers. Allows you to get a better chance to get a better look at them than you actually can in the pit. You can see the little top knot that the guy's got, and here's the cap of an officer uh, from the army, and the next one is the top knot of a general. This next photograph is of me sitting next to the guy that discovered the Terracotta Army when he was putting in an irrigation system back in the 1970s. He's about 80 years old now, and about the only thing that he does is sign autographs at the Terracotta Army site. The reason that we went to Xian was to see the Terracotta Army. This army is about 2,000 years old. And when the emperor died in previous times, he probably had all the people killed that were going to be serving him in his afterlife. Now all of these soldiers have smiles on their faces, and the reason for that is because this army was there to serve the emperor in the afterlife, but they weren't going to be killed. Instead, their representations were buried, and that was expected to be good enough. What we're looking at right now is the vanguard, or skirmishers, if you will, the folks that are out in the lead element to develop the battle before the main forces arrive. There are a total of 4 pits here. This is the first pit, and it contains roughly a brigade-size element of soldiers, both light and heavily armed. There's also chariots here and archers and so forth, just about anything that you would expect. The second pit was largely filled with chariots and other shock effect sort of weaponry, lighter troops. The third one was filled with command unit type folks, commanders and such. These horses probably were originally pulling a chariot, although the wooden pieces are gone, and so are the weapons. The fourth pit was believed to have been the armory, and shortly after all these people were buried, there was a revolution, and it's believed that the revolting army came to this location and got their weapons. This particular terracotta soldier is particularly interesting because on his back, some of the red color of his uniform still survives. This next terracotta soldier, examine closely the face, and you'll see that there's still some paint there from the face. One of the great things about these soldiers is that each one is an individual, and each one is different from all of the others, and each one has retained quite a bit of his personality. While I was in pit number 1, there was a small accident. I'm sure that they will have this cleaned up in a short time. Down to the Yangtze River.